because it's an away game that weekend. That's the only weekend it would work out.
Oh, so you're not going out?
We're not. We can't go to the field house
or the
start
MMA,
any fights
or the
or
MMA center.
Yeah.
How crazy!
Wow.
Was that? Did you watch it? I watched it live.
I've had some trials and tribulations the last couple of years, and the reason I'm saying that is because I don't have actual cable.
Yeah.
I have the Xfinity app. I don't get ESPN.
But you saw the?
So I've watched the brawl itself probably 20 times.
Dude,
yeah.
I was watching it live. It was the strangest thing. I record everything now. 2020.
So do we.
Yeah, exactly. I was, record it. Kids go to bed, not gonna watch it. Now, if I want to yell at the KU basketball game,
I'll be there. I'll be there soon.
I can sit there. I don't have to worry if I'm setting a bad example to my children.
Yeah.
Right? It's like watching my dad watch the Royals in the 1980s. It was like,
you're not even playing.
This doesn't even seem like a decent human being watching the Royals. This is my father. But I was watching it, and I was watching Sylvia DeSalvo. Dribbling the ball up, and I could tell, that defender looks like he wants to steal it. So for anybody, just real quick context.
Frame this out real quick. It's
Kansas
huge
rivalry against their in-state rival, Kansas State. It's in the historic Allen Fieldhouse, which is like the St. Andrews of, the golf place.
The actual rules of basketball are currently in this building.
On the court, it's called James Naismith Court, so this real historic arena. And KU is a,
powerhouse.
They're a powerhouse. They're one of the blue chip programs. They get all the players. It's always the other team's biggest game kind of thing. Well, anyways, our in-state rival comes in. They start playing a basketball. They start playing a basketball game, and an MMA fight breaks out. But we're up by almost 20 points.
Oh, God.
More than 20 points.
It was 86-59.
And that is sportsmanship and courtesy. The clock's winding down. So just dribble the ball up. No need to score.
6 seconds left.
6 seconds left. Clearly, game's over.
Yeah.
Coaches are starting to walk to each other, shaking hands. One of those kind of nice, thank you for not trying to score in the last 6 seconds. And a K-State player decides to try to steal the ball and go get himself one more basket.
Yep.
And the guy
to try and get over 60 points.
Yes, and the guy that steals the ball goes down for his layup, and the guy that got the ball stolen from him, DeSosa, decided, no, fuck you.
Right? No.
And
you don't get to do that.
Runs him down and literally volleyball
tosses his
shit. But he packs it back, legal, no foul.
No foul, nothing, game over.
And just stands over the top of him. K-State guys run off the bench.
Mm-hmm. Immediately.
Which is another no-no.
Right.
And you're asking a 19-year-old kid to handle that situation correctly.
I've had this conversation with, speaking of Joe and my friend Scott from KU. What's up, boys? We had a long discussion about this, and they both know I've had, it's no secret, I've had a temper of that sort for many years. Fuck you. And what I was trying to say is, you're right, 19-year-old kid, he's been through a lot the last couple of years with his program, not even allowed to play with the NCAA, and there's some pent-up stuff, let's be honest.
Yeah.
The game...
Probably doesn't get the minutes he wants.
No, absolutely not. He's just frustrated, and he's basically sticking up for the program, sticking up around Fieldhouse. In his own mind, that's what's going on. This is what I'm telling them, and they're just like, it's unacceptable. People make mistakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he stands over the
K-State player
and taunts him.
To let him know, hell no,
don't do that ever
wrong
again.
with you?
Yeah, the game's over.
Game's over. It is a flex your muscle moment.
Don't flex.
It should have just been a learning moment.
Yeah.
But what happens is everyone runs off the bench, and now you have 5 other 19-year-olds aggressively in your face. Right. Some of these players in street clothes.
Yeah.
Right. Who are injured.
Right. Yeah.
In his face, and pushes start happening, and then pushes lead to a punch being thrown, and then there's a brawl.
Yep. The
Right.
Sosa tries to go back, he's retaliating from the punch,
Mm-hmm.
and all the kids.
It is melee.
It's I've never seen that.
Well, you've been in them, unfortunately. I've been in them where like you're coming out of a bar,
Right.
and then it's just a fight.
It's just people
and
swinging
you don't
everybody.
know. I think you've even hit Roger before.
I punched Roger in the face and knocked him down.
Right, because
and then,
there was just a fight going on.
And then realized it was Roger.
Like, oh shit, Roger, sorry.
And he's ready to
There's
fight
just
me.
bodies everywhere, and punches thrown, and just someone's close to me, I punch him.
Holy
And then
crap.
this is
Sorry,
what this-
Raj.
But this is what this turns into. And in that moment of, it's not just like, these things happen on courts and, pushing,
It
shoving.
happens. It happens.
But this became a fight.
It was insane.
It was a fight. It was a 20 people. It spilled
Into the crowd.
into the crowd a little bit, into the disability section. And in all the chaos and punches being thrown and people jumping and tackling people, he picks up a chair.
Yeah.
Now,
As my brother says, WWE starts.
yeah, and he picks up a chair, puts it over his head as if he's going to continue fighting, and whack somebody with it. But it's hard to tell from the video. It looks like someone grabbed it from him, but it also looked like he had a moment where he let go of it a little bit.
And he's like, wait a
And
second.
then when somebody grabbed him, you could almost see like he was seeing red before, and then you can almost see him once he's grabbed, like he immediately just kind of like stops and allows the assistant coach just to grab him when he stops, even though they're still fighting.
Right.
It was crazy though.
Yeah.
I watched it. I was like, no. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it just
And
kept
I was like,
going.
oh yeah, package shit. Like you let him know.
Yeah.
Right? That no way. And what a lot of people don't understand too. We won't talk about this much, but it happened earlier in the year when we were playing Monument or Monmouth.
Monmouth.
Yep.
That's what I said.
And
Monmouth.
somebody did the exact same thing.
Exactly the same.
Right? And so here it is, it fast forwards in their house. It's a very just disrespectful thing. And you're asking 19-year-olds to handle it right, and it sucks. I have some sympathy for them, and it seems like a lot of the blame is on KU.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
What about K-State?
oh, 100%.
They instantly ran off the bench after that
Yes.
happened. As soon as DeSosa was standing over
Right.
him, they're coming out.
Yeah.
The game's over. The ref, there was no, like you said, there was no fouls, a clean block. And like I was telling Scott and Joe, I said, listen, I'm not condoning his actions. I'm not condoning the actions of any of those kids.
Mm-hmm.
And if you make mistakes, we tell our kids, if you make mistakes, there are consequences for it. If that happens, you expect to get penalized in some way. Suspensions are probably going to come. I'm agreeing with all of that. But in the heat of the moment, if you've ever been in the heat of the moment and been frustrated and played a sport, especially
a competitive
at a competitive level,
that level,
and obviously I've not played
Fieldhouse
D1.
James,
Yeah, I've never played D1 anything, but to understand the mentality that goes into that, it's the same. And yeah, you're fired up. Your adrenaline's been running for 2 hours, and then someone does that. Now, change it up and say, I blocked your shot, I stood over you, a little shit talking happens. Turn around, even maybe just pick up the ball, and walk away.
Yeah.
But because K-State came blitzing off the bench so quickly and like everybody's getting shoved around, that's not going to calm anybody down. That's only going to escalate.
Imagine being in the grocery store, just shopping.
Yeah.
And 5 dudes come turn around the corner and get in your face.
Yeah.
And just
What's your
tell me-
reaction going to be?
Now imagine at 19.
Right. With zero maturity. I'm sorry, zero maturity.
And built like a Greek god. And knowing that
Phenomenal athlete.
Yes.
You're under a ton of stress all the time.
take you.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey little guy.
It was crazy, dude.
It was crazy.
was,
I don't condone it, but I completely relate. I've been there on all levels. We've been in
crazy.
social situations that have happened. I've been on the fields where
Well,
that's
the
happened.
backlash from it was insane too. Just
Yeah.
like, he should never wear a uniform. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
that's what I was trying to tell Joe and Scott. Like, you guys are reacting to something you've
everybody
seen.
Take a breath, man.
Everyone makes mistakes.
The outcome
Things
was
happen.
not good.
It was not good, but let's be careful here. What we just like. That's, I think, you want to get into societal talk. That's the problem we have in society is this
margin for
guttural reaction, like instantaneous. Well, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I might have had a asshole moment.
I had an asshole moment.
But if I don't have an asshole moment and somebody doesn't call me out on my asshole moment, then I'm going to continue being an asshole.
Right.